Hey guys, Anna here. Welcome to today's video. So today we are in the world of Glimmerbrook and we are building what I am titling as the Whimsical Manor. So this is a large family home which is designed for a spellcaster family, some witches more specifically. And today is actually a very special day because I am sharing this speed build as part of a collaboration project with my very good friend, AUGamingandThings. That is her channel name. You'll find her on Twitter, here on YouTube. I will definitely link her down below, all her socials. So the concept was that I would design this home for her new Let's Play. So she wanted to have a Let's Play that was based around a family of witches and I won't give away too much, not too many spoilers here, but this is the house that this Let's Play will be played in. And I think it's honestly been the most wonderful experience to be able to gift this home to her. And yeah, so let's talk a bit about the home. So as you can see, it's definitely coming along here. And so some main components of design. So conceptually, I did have some reference pictures that I was basing this build off of. And the concept that I really wanted to execute was having that tower feature and the high-pitched roof. So what this did for the design is it gave the exterior of the home kind of like a cottage meets castle type vibe. I felt that, things that are magical, maybe, that's where I'm getting that castle kind of element. And I think initially I did want the home to be a little bit more dated, run down, and that's kind of why I was leaning more to like a cottage. But in the end, it actually turned out to be a little bit more, maybe a bit more traditional. It looks very expensive. It looks like a wealthy generational home. And I feel like that was very much to do with the color scheme. I used a lot of beiges, whites, a lot of neutral tones. I didn't do like colorful magical unicorn, and I also didn't do rundown abandoned castle. It was kind of this and I think that's why I called it a manor, because to me it looked like a manor. It looked like something where maybe a more wealthy established family lived, but it definitely still had that traditional kind of I don't really want to say Victorian, but a little bit Victorian vibes, and I really like it, and I ran with it. And I definitely discussed with my partner in crime on this one and how she felt about the way that the house was progressing, and she really loved the idea, and I hope that the design of this home really helps her Let's Play. I really hope that she's able to kind of understand and relate to the themes and the personalities that I was trying to develop in this home. And you will definitely see that when we get into the decorating. Now, speaking about decorating, this particular build, I had a lot of technical issues when filming. So unfortunately, today's video is very different. So we do have a speed build portion, which you are seeing now, but I don't actually show you the decorating of this home. So what we're going to do is we've got a speed build of the outside, the exterior, and the landscaping. But unfortunately, what I will be doing is a very detailed, non-sped up tour at the end. So we're actually going to go through the build, kind of like an in real time kind of a tour of the house. And it's an interesting way to do it, but I actually think it's quite a nice way too. It's very special to me because, I definitely feel like that, I can watch this Let's Play and I can see how the Sims, storyline plays out and how the house may guide them, because I am a firm believer that when we build houses in the Sims, it helps with that storyline. We're showcasing that personality. House that family lives in, it matters. And I really, really hope that my very good friend is able to enjoy this home and this space. Okay, so they're kind of the disclaimers I wanted to get across. So it is just a speed build of the exterior. We will do a tour of the house to showcase the decorating, and it's not sped up, so it's in real time, so we can really go through it and I can talk to you about the design process and the objects I was using and what have you. So this was a little bit bit of a pack restricted build, just because obviously not every simmer has every piece of DLC. So as we are building the home, the actual house itself is only Realm of Magic and base game only. But when we get into some of the decorating, there is a few other packs that are included, but there's not many. The only other main part of DLC that depicts onto the outside is actually the greenery that we will get into towards the end, where I think we're just about to get into it now. And that's from the Vampires pack. So there's some kind of vine greenery detailing in the front, which I like to do and I wanted to do because I wanted to go back to a little bit of that cottage vibe. However, if you don't own the Vampires pack and you wish to download this house, as it will be on the gallery, it totally doesn't need it. So as we are looking at the build right now, you can see that it's still a beautiful home without that greenery detail that we will be getting into. We are just getting into the landscaping, so it happens just after the landscaping. So yeah, so just a bit of a disclaimer. So obviously today's video is very different, but it's a special day. It's a very special day, and the landscaping for this build, I obviously wanted to definitely use Realm of Magic. I wanted to use the things around me, but because of the house being the way it was, and the house is just the focal point, it just is, I wanted to keep that landscaping very minimal. I wanted to use kind of whites and light colors. I definitely used a lot of yellow because in the world around us there's a lot of yellow flowers, so I incorporated some yellows, some whites and some greenery, and yeah, I think it turned out really well. Another disclaimer that I need to add is we actually changed the lot that the house is built on. So when we go into the tour, you'll see that the house is placed on a much larger lot. So currently it's on the Brooks Bridge borough. However, in the end, we actually, we bulldozed the Charms family home, and we used that big lot in here in Glimmerbrook. And the reason I needed that big lot is because, and you'll see this shortly when we get into the fencing, I use every inch of this lot. And to me, I felt that as a family home, it was very important to have a backyard. So I definitely asked my dear friend, I said, do you mind if I change the lot? Because we need a backyard. I need to have a backyard. You can't really see the landscaping. It's very cramped. And yes, so in the end, we do change the lot. So if you are if you do pick up on that, that's why it's different. So here is that stone fencing that, so this stone fencing is actually in debug. So this is a debug fence. And why do we use debug fences? Because we can place them on the edge of the lot. It allows us more room. It's for our landscaping and our backyards. So this stone fence actually really worked well because I felt that the detailing in these pillars that we're placing now is kind of a similar shape to the detailing in the windows, and it just is so cohesive, and I just really loved how it turned out. And that's just a base game fence, guys. I've actually not seen it nor used it before, but I really think it fit this build really well. Alrighty, so the build is very much coming together. This is very much the exterior of the home. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer to do with the landscaping. As we are changing lots, I do have to alter the landscaping, and some things are a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same. And yeah, so this is that greenery that I was talking about. And these are from the Vampires pack, game pack. And I conceptually thought this was really important, as I said earlier, about, giving off that cabin-like, a cottage-like vibe, and really kind of honing in a bit on that. But also the time of the year. So we're in fall or autumn. And I thought the red leaves and vines were really effective in giving that kind of fall type autumn, time of the year. But I do change the colors because I didn't want to use such a stark green. I kind of make it a little bit more muted. Again, playing in that fall/autumn theme. And it just turned out so nice. All right, guys. So this is the Whimsical Manor. We are now into our tour where we are going to go through each aspect of this home, and we're going to talk about the decorating. So we're going to start off here in the exterior. So I've got that play corner, and I've got a custom sand pit there, which I've used the smooth keeper fence and then painted some sand, and I was able to create the sand pit. So we've got a entertainment area. I use the cauldron because the cauldron is what they use to cook things in. So instead of the barbecue that you would traditionally see in my builds, you've got a cauldron. I put a woodworking table, a little chemistry set. The chemistry set says something about a wizard, so I was like, it's thematic, we need to do it. Okay. And you know me, I like to have all this skilled building. So welcome to the home. I love this home, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So this is the entryway. I'm not so good with the tours, so if the walls are jumping at you a little bit, I do apologize. But here is that staircase landing. We've got a breakfast table. So you have 2 dining rooms in this house. So you've got the breakfast table that then leads you into this beautiful kitchen. It's one of my favorite kitchens. And then you have these, royal blue with the deep brown dining table. And then we have that living room in the hexagon shaped tower section. And I think it turned out really well. It's a beautiful space. All right, so then we head down one of our hallways, and I had to put some brooms in. So we've got the brooms, we've got some wands, a bit of shelving. There is so much shelving in this house, lots of immaculate shelves. And then we have the greenhouse. So surprise, we've got a little bit of a greenhouse. I thought it was a good inclusion to have, maybe for storytelling that might help my dear friend. Then we have this office space. So this office space, I wanted it to have a very masculine vibe. So potentially this is the father of the household. That's his space. We've got a cat tree. So when I think of witches, I think of a black cat. I think of, Charmed and what have you. So, I put some cat stuff in there. This is the piano room. So this is my piano kind of skill room, kind of, there's books and what have you. This is the downstairs bathroom. Very, very standard. As you know, my bathrooms are very standard. So in that piano room, I also wanted to have some space for kids. Yeah, we are upstairs. So this is kind of like the foyer, and it's just kind of got a little bit of furniture, just enough to kind of, there's some bookcases, some sitting areas, some communal areas. The balconies, so you've got another chess table and some seating, and then we have the upstairs bathroom. So I've got the potty because there's a toddler in this house, and what have you. Now, a little bit about those bedrooms. I just did rooms in terms of decorating. My dear friend may change them, but that will be up to her. This is one of the most beautiful rooms in this house. So this is the master bedroom. And I really loved how that kind of opulent, classy bed worked in this the hexagon space. Oh, so good. And then we have the toddler's room. So I included a bassinet because the bassinet that came with Realm of Magic is so adorable. And I just created this really girly little space. And now we're moving in to my favorite room of the house, is the playroom. So the idea behind this was I wanted to create a space that was very vibrant, because when I do these big homes where they're kind of minimal and kind of classy and traditional looking, I love to kind of give the children their own space and, just make it bright and fun and colourful. Speaking of kids, this is the children's room, the male sim, and we are now in the teens bedroom. This is, again, I think all the rooms in this house are my favorite, but I feel like this really is. I feel like her room is beautiful. So this is set up for a teen, and I think I did that because it does have that kind of archway out to its own balcony. So I thought it made sense for it to be like for a teen because it's got that kind of space, but she may change it. So yeah. And that is the Whimsical Manor. Thank you for joining me today. So this is the Whimsical Manor. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. As I said earlier, it's a very special video for me. And I would love to thank AU Gaming and Things for allowing me to be a part of this project and part of your Let's Play. And I really am going to enjoy so much watching your Let's Play and seeing this house in action. And for all my viewers, definitely pop on over to her channel and support her and see this build in action too. And let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoyed the build, what you liked about the build, and did you like the style of video? Did you prefer having the kind of the decorating not so filmed and actually just a tour, let me know. I can definitely look into that more. Apologies for those who were wanting a full speed build. Issues with technology, it happens to the best of us, and I definitely persevered because it is such a beautiful home and I wanted to share it with you all. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.